Gary Vaynerchuk made a fortune by being among the first to use internet marketing tools. And he says it's not too late to be an early internet adopter. Here's ABC's chief business, economics, and technology correspondent, Rebecca Jarvis.
It's not how much money you have or how much time you have. You just see that you can do it.
He's a serial entrepreneur, best-selling author, and a social media mastermind.
There's another typical day of like hardcore entrepreneurship.
Gary Vaynerchuk, aka Gary V, is a self-help media mogul. His daily motivational messages have gained a following of more than 9 million viewers, tuning in for advice on everything from business.
You want to be an entrepreneur? Start acting like one.
To living your best life.
Do you know how grateful I am?
While still making money.
I think I just eliminated for the first time in my career the excuse of no money. I am unbelievably optimistic, ambitious, and found my calling, and am driven by gratitude and optimism. What up, Bloom?
A camera person follows him all day.
You are thinking about content 24/7.
I'm thinking about content 24/7 the same way that somebody who's watching right now is deeply religious. Some of it will turn into a podcast. Some of it will turn into a written article on LinkedIn, Medium, or my blog. 3 of the minutes today will be put into little videos that I'll put on Instagram. And we will produce a 21-minute show that lives on YouTube and Facebook. So I've created a machine to have it think about content 24/7. I'm just running a $200 million media company.
The 42-year-old father of 2 has built an empire which includes a lifestyle brand, a sports agency, and a digital ad agency, VaynerMedia. Partnering with big brands like Budweiser.
We are really just a modern-day Madison Avenue agency, right? We're doing strategy. We're producing videos and pictures. We're running media dollars for the biggest brands in the world on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on YouTube.
The multimillionaire immigrated to the U.S. as a child from Belarus.
When you don't have much growing up, and my dad crushed it. I mean, he came to this country with no money, and in 5-6 years owned his own liquor store. So I grew up middle class. It's just that my parents didn't buy me much.
After college, he took over his parents' wine business, and as the story goes, increased sales by more than $50 million in less than 5 years.
I launched a website, and so for everybody at home, in 1996, 1997, launching a website was like me telling you right now I'm going to Mars and starting a virtual reality studio. Like, it was very far-fetched for a single store liquor store to have a need for a website. This is $133 only.
His original YouTube show, Wine Library TV, took time before eventually going viral.
When did you realize this was you and it could make a lot of money?
A year into Wine Library TV, YouTube had just come out. I started a wine show right away. And I said, my God, people are driving 4 hours to Wine Library just to shake my hand because they like my show and they're buying wine. This is weird.
Now in his latest bestseller, Crushing It, Gary says that anyone can become an influencer and get paid for creating content.
If you use 11 hashtags properly, 39 people that have never heard of you will watch your little 1-minute video on Instagram. If you happen to actually know what the heck you're talking about, they're gonna leave a comment and tag one of their friends. And on and on and on.
While he isn't saying that everyone can make millions, he does believe there's a chance you can quit your day job.
This is about making $71,000 a year on being the expert around cereal. This is making 14 pieces of content around cereal, a video, a picture, and just getting to enough where it makes you enough money in return for not doing that job that you don't want.
How do you build a unique brand that people are connected and resonate with you?
A method that's worked for devotees like best-selling author and top podcaster Lewis Howes.
And this guy inspired me to build a business and take it to a whole nother level.
Hey guys, welcome to my bathroom.
And Lauren Everts, the force behind the popular health blog, The Skinny Confidential.
The content's on the blog, and that's my mothership.
And Daniel Markham, who was able to quit his sales job and make YouTube videos full-time with his family on their channel, What's Inside.
Lincoln just dropped on the ground. Show him, Lincoln, show the camera.
So just how lucrative is this influencer economy? A person with 100,000 followers could earn an average of $5,000 per post on Instagram. Bump that up to 500,000 followers, and you could potentially get $10,000 a post.
Those who are not breaking through, what mistake are they making?
They don't know what they're talking about. You want to be an expert in X, but you're actually not an expert.
In terms of getting discovered and breaking through, especially on Instagram, what are 5 tips for people to break through there?
Make content that you're passionate about, because you need to make a lot of it, and if you don't love what you're doing, you will quit. Hashtags. If I want to talk about wine, when I post my wine post, I also, in my comments, leave hashtags for Cabernet, Merlot, Chardonnay, Napa Valley, Duckhorn, you just do that whole thing. Being part of the community, $1.80 strategy. Leave your 2 cents on 90 posts a day on Instagram, which means you've deposited $1.80. The other thing I would do is then spend an hour DMing all the biggest wine accounts and saying, how can I bring you value? You've got a lot of followers, I'm just starting out, but I know a lot. Can I do something for you so that you can give me awareness? Number 5, the most important ingredient, patience.
Gary says the opportunity to make money has never been more attainable.
Because you do not want to regret living through the greatest land grab of opportunity that humans have ever seen. I mean, literally, the only parallel I can consider to the internet building your personal brand and building a business was literally this island when people were buying up pieces of it for pennies.
Take it from this modern day madman.
What America needs to understand is technology has just started. You may be scared at home and the kids are playing on the phones and all this stuff is so weird. You haven't seen anything yet.
For Nightline, I'm Rebecca Jarvis in New York.